And the 3D Max Doppler radar network showing that we do have a little bit of snow on the radar. Well, not really. That's just ground clutter. Hello, everybody. I'm forecaster Brian Ivey. What we do have is winter weather advisories across the whole state of Ohio and portions of neighboring states as well. That is for some snow and also wind arriving tonight. A little bit more on that in just a second. We also have a wind chill advisory that will continue through about 1 p.m. We'll see if it gets extended, but very cold wind chills. I'll show you that in a moment too. Lake Erie here, folks. Looking in on the Cleveland skyline, seeing a frozen lake. Wondering how we got 4, 5, 6, 7 inches of lake effect snow in a few isolated locations yesterday with a frozen lake. Forecaster Jim Sullivan has a great article out on our NeoWeather Text Forecast blog, so make sure to give that a read. But cloud cover wise, mainly sunny with some upper level clouds right now. The clouds will continue to filter in throughout the day. The 3D Max Doppler radar network showing the core of the cold air overhead across Ohio and other portions across the northeast. A little bit more mild across the north and the northwest as well. Let's look at that. British Columbia and even portions of the United States, we're talking 30s, 40s. Let's hit on back home in northeastern Ohio. Right now, current temperatures, 6 degrees there in Cleveland. It is 6, 8 degrees there in New Philly, 4 in Worcester. Let's factor in those wind chills, -14 in Ashtabula. And very cold across the board, generally between -10 and -15 degrees. Our next system that will move through here tonight is definitely progressing its way across the Midwest right now, across the Great Lakes. It'll be moving through Lake Michigan, strengthening a little bit more on the southern end and hitting eastward and southeastward. It's a relatively potent clipper. We'll have the snowfall accumulations in just one moment. 12 degrees, that was it for a high temperature yesterday with a low of 9 the night before. Averages are 34 and 22 consistently throughout portions of December. Now January, we have been well below average in the temperature department. We're not close to the record low of -19 for the day today, but could we flirt with records again in the 7-day forecast? I will give you that answer. Let's look now at the rest of the forecast for your afternoon. Partly cloudy skies continue through noon, and then we'll see more clouds filter in, especially the higher level clouds, and then we'll get into the lower clouds by this evening. But generally a partly sunny to mostly cloudy skies. We go through the second portion of the afternoon. Temperatures hitting that 10-degree mark and slowly warming to about 13, 14 degrees as we get into post-sunset time. 14 there for the low tonight, and then we're actually going to start rising as we go through the middle portions of the night and into tomorrow morning. That snow arrives for everybody generally after 11 p.m. in the western counties, after midnight and 1 a.m. in the more eastern counties, and it will last into the morning hours on Saturday, and then more scattered stuff after that. So how much are we going to get? A general 2 to 4 inches across the whole state of Ohio, but there will be a couple readings, I believe, of the 5-inch mark, but that will be more isolated. So that's not too bad, right? But actually it's going to be very windy. Those winds will really pick up tonight and into tomorrow morning. So this is going to be blowing and drifting around and reducing visibilities. So it could hamper your commuting around the area on your Saturday. So make sure to stay updated with neoweather.com. So again, snow and windy there for Saturday. Only 21 degrees for the high, but I say only, it'll be a good chunk warmer than we've seen the last couple days. Then Saturday night, just a slight chance for a snow shower. And then as we go into Sunday, it'll be dry in the morning, but another round of snow moves through during the afternoon. Again, pretty windy. This might be a potent round of snow, but it's going to move through pretty quick. So a few hours or more there of some definite conditions being hampered there with maybe another 1 to 3, 2 to 4 inches. Mid-20s though, so that's the mild day. That's the day to get outside, enjoy that. And I'm being a little sarcastic because look, we go in the major tank as far as temperatures. 9 there on Monday, and then we get another major, dangerous, bitter cold blast of Arctic air, just like what we saw at the beginning portion of this month for Monday night. -13. Right now, the forecasted temperature, we're not going to get out of the negatives for the day Tuesday. It'll be -1, and then a little bit of improvement. 8 on Wednesday, 15 degrees there on Thursday. So this is going to be a very, very memorable winter, I think, when we're all said and done. with this major spell of cold air that we've been getting off and on throughout January. And a pretty decent amount of snow. We are about 8 inches above average. I'm forecaster Brian Ivey. Have yourself a good weekend. Stay warm and stay safe out on the roadways.